Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to learn about an interesting topic which is trigonometry. So let's first understand what does the word trigonometry mean. The word trigonometry is derived from the three Greek words which are tri, which means three, gon, which means sides, and metric, which means measure. So the literal meaning of the word trigonometry is three sides measure, that is measurement of all the things possible in a polygon of three sides, right? That is the angles and the sides. So trigonometry is the branch of mathematics that deals with the study of relationship between the sides and the angles of a right angle triangle. So let's first understand what is a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle is simply a triangle whose one angle is 90 degrees. Let's suppose this is a right angle triangle ABC, which is right angled at B, okay. Let's suppose this is a right angle triangle and this is 90 degrees. So that means the measure of the other two angles will be less than 90 degrees, right? Or we can say the sum of the angles, the other two angles will be equals to 90 degrees. Also, the side which is opposite to this right angle is called as hypotenuse. And let us suppose this is angle theta, so the side which is adjacent to this angle theta, let us call it as adjacent, and the side which is opposite to this angle theta, let us call it as opposite. Alright, so now there are some three basic trigonometric ratios, so we are going to learn about them in this video. So our first trigonometric ratio is sine of angle theta, or we can simply write it as sine theta. So when we divide the opposite by the hypotenuse, okay, then the ratio is going to be sine of angle theta. In this case, it will be AB over AC. Then the second trigonometric ratio is cosine of angle theta, or we can simply write it as cos of theta. So when we divide the adjacent by the hypotenuse, then the ratio is going to be cosine of theta, or here in this case it will be BC over AC, right? Then moving on to the third ratio, which is tangent of theta, or in simple terms we can write it as tan of theta. So when we divide the opposite by the adjacent, then this ratio is going to be tan of angle theta. So in this case it will be AB over AC, right? So these are the three basic trigonometric ratios in the beginning. Now the question is, how do we memorize these formulas? It's very simple. Just observe the first letter in each of these cases. So in this case, here we will take S for sine and O for opposite and H for hypotenuse. So this is the term we will use to remember the formula for sine of theta. Then we have C. Similarly, we have C of cos, A of adjacent, and H of hypotenuse. So CAH will be the term we will use to remember the formula of cosine theta. Then we have here, we will use T of tangent, O of opposite, and A of adjacent. So T over A will be the term we will use to remember the formula of tangent theta. So that means SOH, CAH, and TOA will be the term we will use to remember all these three trigonometric ratios, right? It's really simple, right? So now let's review these trigonometric ratios using an example. So let's suppose we have a triangle with sides 3, 4, and 5. So now as we have already studied about hypotenuse, opposite, and adjacent, so here we can say our opposite is 3 units, adjacent is 4 units, and hypotenuse is 5 units. So here in this case, if this is angle theta, so here the sine of angle theta will be AB over AC, or we can say opposite over hypotenuse. So here this will be 3 over 5. Then in this case, the cosine of theta, angle theta, will be adjacent over hypotenuse. So here in this case it will be 4 over 5. And then the tangent of the angle theta here will be opposite over adjacent, right? So it will be 3 over 4. So that's how we can find all the values of these three trigonometric ratios of a right angle triangle. So that was it for today's videos. Thank you for watching.